Hi everybody, it's Roy again with my community chat. And today I've got one of my wonderful neighbours, Anita. Hi Anita.
Hi Roy, hi everyone.
Anita's, as I say, one of my neighbours. She does a lot of tutoring and she does a lot of sort of, well, I'll tell you what Anita, you tell us what you do. I'm not going to steal your kind of, your thunder I suppose really, but just tell us what you do, who you are, etc.
Well, I'm Anita. I live around the corner literally from Roy, and I actually run two home businesses. So my main one is I'm a home tutor. So I'm a qualified primary school teacher, but I no longer teach in schools, so I teach at home, and that keeps me really busy. And I've managed to adapt that to online. So I'm now online teaching, which is
Fantastic. Because just to stop you there, because I know you taught Pierce for me. When he was sort of getting ready for his 11 plus and that a good few years ago now, and you still do some tutoring with Curtis as well.
Yep, when I get to see him, yep.
Yeah, I know he's very much doesn't want to do school. He's off. He's on school holiday as far as he's concerned. Love him. But so can you just sort of tell us a bit more about that? Because I do see quite often on Facebook, sort of on the local group, people saying we're looking for tutors. And I mean, how busy are you? What have you got availability wise? Over to you.
I'm really busy and I absolutely love home tutoring. I do mostly primary.
Cool.
I do a lot of Kent test preparation, and I would say that I'm supporting families through the process because it's a very difficult test, and I feel that it's an exploration of where the best school is for your child. So we're looking at not necessarily just passing the test, we're looking at exploring what the best way forward is. So I really enjoy doing that, but I also love watching children's confidence come up. So I have a lot of children that got behind at school, so we go back, and because I'm not constrained by the curriculum, having to deliver a curriculum, we can have fun, we can play games, and we can just watch that confidence build. Once their confidence is high, they can do anything they want to, really.
I think that, I mean, again, reverting back to our business with property, in the 23 years I've been doing this, as kind of management and bringing sort of new staff members on. And I think, like you say, it must be something built into our human psyche that we enjoy, or I know I do, and you obviously do, seeing people succeed, grow, become more confident, happier, enjoy the job more. That's what it's all about, really, isn't it? Having that smile on your face most of the time.
Absolutely. If we're happy, we'll learn. If we're happy, we'll grow and do things that we want to do. When we become unhappy, then it gets much more difficult to take anything on board. And that's the same for children as it is for adults. So yeah, so I love watching them grow and blossom, and they may not get the top curriculum marks, the academic stuff, but they're happier and they'll find their way in life.
I agree with that. I was chatting to another lady, sort of in a few earlier chats, and she does a lot of training, so she deals with the apprenticeship as well. I think, as you say, sometimes it's not always about, correct me if I'm wrong on this one, but it's not always about the grade you're achieving. It's how you're getting there and how you can then adapt and learn and move forward. And children that maybe are suffering sort of with not able to cope with schoolwork have still got opportunities out there moving forward.
Absolutely, and they quite often feel like failures because they're not able to tick all the boxes at school. Suffer from that hugely at school. He wasn't very academic. He's left school doing an amazing apprenticeship fixing cars. He's found his niche, and he's absolutely, is where he should be. And
brilliant.
Ticking all the boxes. It's about exploring your own way, really. And school, it's very difficult for them at school.
It is, and I think, and I understand it from a teacher's point of view, that they've got a classroom of 30 people, and there's a massive difference between, as you say, the children that aren't enjoying it or don't understand it or are struggling with it, to the ones that are high flyers, I suppose, for want of a better phrase. So, okay, so you mentioned a second business. Wow. So tell us more about that one. Come on in, talk to me.
Well, it kind of follows on a lot from that, really, and you're exploring your happiness. So I'm also a qualified mindfulness, meditation and relaxation teacher.
Awesome.
Throughout my own life, I've had patches of depression, which I've looked and dealt with through counselling. But beyond that, I then found mindfulness, which helped me very much to live in the present, to not worry too much about the past, not to overthink the future, but to start learning to live now. And very much like I use with the children, take where you are now and then build on that. So yeah, so
Fantastic.
I run a little group called Time for You Too.
Okay.
Prior to the lockdown, everyone used to come on a Monday evening or a Friday afternoon to my house, and we do have little meetings together, discuss emotions, things that quite often aren't discussed elsewhere. So, you know, if you're having a downtime, you're allowed to have a downtime. You know, it's not all about pretending to be happy.
Yeah.
Discuss those. We might do a little meditation together, and we just have some relaxation, which has been lovely.
Fantastic. So if somebody just okay, so I myself, I've had some counselling many years ago, and it worked brilliantly for me. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. I've also, bizarrely, I used to suffer with sleeping issues, so I had hypnotism as well. So again, I'm not trying to talk about it, viewers, I suppose. I'm quite happy to talk about it, and I think, am I right? That's the key thing, is just getting that confidence, I suppose, to come along and do it. And is that kind of one of the biggest hurdles you find once someone's with you? If they can open up, it's all on the right road then.
Absolutely. There's an awful lot of people sort of struggling, and then you sort of say to them, "Oh, we've got this little group," but it's making that step
Yeah.
to do that. And I think a lot of people think that meditation is really scary, and I have to sit cross-legged in the lotus position, and and it's nothing like that. Most of mine, we put the reclining chairs up, and they're all, half of them are asleep by the time I finished, because
Yeah.
they're relaxing. It's all about exploring what's good for you, and opening up and realizing that actually we're all quite the same.
Yeah.
I didn't realize when I used to replay things in my head and things like, I didn't realize that everybody did that, but I also didn't realize I could stop that it was my choice then to say, oh, that's that thought, I don't have to follow it. And that's something we talk about quite a lot.
Okay. So if somebody was, obviously with the current situation we've got at the moment, you've adapted and brought things online. So how's that working? What's going on? I've seen some bits come up on your page. So talk to me more about that.
Well, the weekly meetings that we were doing before, I've literally just moved on to Zoom.
Okay, like this. Love it.
Like this. It's been fantastic. My regular groups have still been able to meet. We were running monthly mini retreats because I found, that if you look for a retreat, it's always a big long weekend. So we were running mini ones, and unfortunately, that's one thing that has had to stop.
Of course, social distancing, yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit difficult. And it was lovely because a friend was lending us her yurt, and we'd meet, and it was just beautiful. So hopefully next year they'll be up and running again.
Cool.
So what I've been doing instead is now on a Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday afternoon at 3:00, I discovered Twitch. Now I know lots of gamers use Twitch.
Right.
It's not something I was particularly following, but I've used it to do meditation. So Twitch is where I talk, and unlike here, people can't interact in the same way, but there is a chat box, so people type to me, and then we'll chat over there, and we've actually been running meditations over there as well, and that's been really, really lovely. So it's completely free. So on a Wednesday, we will do some mindful colouring together. So we'll do a little like visualisation. So for people, for example, can't get out and about, we'll use the power of our minds and go for a little walk in our minds and go and visit a forest or a beach. People love the beach. We can't get there, but we can in our minds.
Yeah.
And people said that they just feel much more stable, much more peaceful after doing that. And then we'll all just sit and colour and chat together. And that's been lovely. Some of my pupils have been on there too, which has been really nice.
Good.
Thursdays, we tend to look at gratitude. So rather than worrying about what we can't do, we look at what we've got in our lives that we have got, that we can appreciate, the people that are around us, even people that we're missing. Let's have some gratitude for them. So we focus on that. And then Fridays, we do very much as a positive day. So we start with some I am affirmations, and start challenging our thoughts, because we can be so negative in our own heads, and we can say I can't do this and I can't do that. So we use positive affirmations quite a lot to try and turn that round. And if you can keep positive in your head, then you can keep positive elsewhere.
So it's interesting. You sort of said about the chatting to other people and sharing ideas through. I've been using Zoom quite a bit now, obviously since we've been in lockdown. I know you were saying on the Twitch, you can't really see the other people, but I think it's just good to be able to reach out to other people, have that conversation. I found it particularly powerful with Zoom for me, visualizing talking to somebody rather than just doing it. I spend half my life on the phone, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So for me, it's been really quite nice, and I don't feel totally cut off at home. I mean, I've got Sharon around me. I've got 3 children. We have to do runs for a dad and sort of drop food off, and so we are socially distancing ourselves from everybody, but still being able to communicate. But there's people out there that can't.
Yeah.
And surely jumping on your Twitch feeds or whatever the terminology is, that hopefully can help people. It can open them up to it. As you said, totally free. I mean, massive respect for doing that. I think that's absolutely brilliant that you're doing that. Guys, what I'll do is I'll get the details off Anita at the end of the call. I'll put that on to this Facebook advert, so the links and the connections and that, so it's easy for people to find you, if that's okay. Is that all right?
That's lovely, thank you.
Awesome. How are the kids coping?
They're doing really well. Yes. Josh should have been doing his GCSEs this year, so he's just sort of preparing for A levels. His mocks were good enough to get back into school for A levels, so he's brilliant. He's doing lots of computing things. Mark's fixing their cars out the front, and Abby's doing well in her new job at the surgery. I
was going to ask because I saw that obviously she's now working for the NHS, which is, I mean, I take my hat off to anybody, key worker frontline. What is it she's doing? What's her role?
She literally, as this started, she got a part-time job down at King's North Medical Practice as a receptionist.
Brilliant. Couldn't have timed it better. Well done, Abby.
It really has been a baptism of fire for her, and she's doing superbly well. Absolutely amazing and loving it. So really good of her.
And I've seen, I take my hat off to you. I did a video chat and I put it out to quite a few of my state agency friends about starting kind of like road groups, which you started, didn't you? The Primrose Drive, you're involved heavily in that. I think that's fantastic.
I think it's amazing. I've lived here for 16 years and there are people that have been here the same amount of time and I've never met them.
So, it's bizarre, isn't it?
It is. And it took the lockdown to suddenly go, why don't we have a group? And it never ever occurred to me before to do that.
And again, for viewers, if you're not quite understanding what we're talking about, on Facebook, you can create, if you've got a Facebook account, you can create any group you want. You can have it as a private, closed group that you only invite people to. And what Anita's done is taken that a step further and involved as many people as she knows in our cul-de-sac that we live in. There's 69 houses in this road. And then everybody's that can see it, and we try to share it to people we know. And we just communicate. I think it's fab. I mean, again, I've been here, crikey, we moved, so that's 13 years I'm coming up for myself. And I know a few people, some of them through the business, obviously, but yeah, I mean, you wave and say hello to a couple of people, but you don't really know their names. So no, I think that's good. I think that's absolutely fabulous. Well done.
What I really loved about it was in somebody, I don't know if you saw it, but he put out, has anyone got some spare wood? Several of us had wood. We left it all out. It was really, for us, it was going to the skip. He's taken it and built an amazing little adventure thing for his children. And I just love that.
I saw that. I was gutted because we had a clear out, probably must have been just before Christmas. I had a massive skip out the front. Got rid of loads of stuff that you just hoard. Yeah. And I was doing that declutter of not just the property, the mind, the whole kind of thing. And I was like, I wish I hadn't thrown it away.
Yeah, it's always the way, isn't it? Always.
Oh, you can't win it. Anita, I mean, thank you so much.
Thank you.
If we're looking at this Twitch thing that you're talking about, sort of the Wednesday, Thursday and Friday online at the moment, do you think you're going to maybe sort of continue with that? Are you going to be...
Really love to. I've got sort of some regular people on there, and they're not all in this country. I've got some in Canada,
wow.
Some in the Netherlands, people that have been following Time for You Too, but haven't been, they're too far away. And I'd really like to. I'm hoping we can find a time afterwards that we can carry this on.
Brilliant. Well,
I really look forward to it. And some of them are working as well, but they schedule their gaps to
join in.
coincide with the 3 o'clock, because they really enjoy it, and it's made such a difference to them. So yeah, I absolutely want it to carry on.
Oh, they get started. I mean, that's brilliant. And again, guys, for anybody that's watching the video now, I'll put the details up in the comments box and so forth. And please do jump in with Anita and the rest of the team.
Mindful eating next week. That's great fun.
A mindful what? Sorry.
Doing mindful eating next week, which is great fun. I love doing that.
Mindful eating.
Yep. So yeah.
Also,
Thursday.
I'll keep an eye for that one. I could do that. I'm going to end up being rolled out of this house at this stage. So yeah,
it's great fun.
Oh, bless you. Well, Anita, thank you so much. Hopefully, we can reach out to a few people that may be struggling, want to just have a chat. I mean, I've said to people, look, just ring me or message me. I'll give you a call. Quite happy to talk to anybody, really. I think the big thing for most people at the moment is don't feel isolated. Don't feel alone on this. I know it's very hard. It's very difficult. And as Anita said, more importantly, for anybody that's slightly nervous, a little bit apprehensive, a bit embarrassed maybe, you can jump in on the Twitch feeds that you're doing, and people don't even know who you are.
No, you don't have to, and you don't have to comment. You can literally just listen. It is lovely if people talk to me. Makes it much easier. It is lovely, but you don't have to, and you can listen offline. If you can't do it at 3 o'clock, they are available for about a week, I think, afterwards. And
that's brilliant.
Use them at night to go to sleep. They use the meditations to help them sleep. So yeah, use those. So yeah, please join it. It'd be lovely.
That's fantastic. Okay, well, Anita, thank you again so much for joining me today. I know that there's going to be people out there that are, well, I hope they're going to get some benefit from that, and hope we can see some extra people jump in, just get involved, and go from there. So I will, as I said to you earlier, I've got that box of cleaning stuff for Mark and his cars.
Brilliant, thank you.
All right, so I'll drop that off. You can leave it outside for 72 hours, whatever. I'll put it in a big bag. And yeah, you stay safe, and I'll speak to you soon.
And you, thank you so much.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.